what's up you guys, After Show Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Person of Interest. This is season 3, episode 20. So let's get into the episode.
You are being watched.
Rude.
Hey kids, you miss me between drug deals?
Yeah, I miss you like I miss an intestinal parasite.
I love your similes. Hop on, Shaw. We've got a relevant number in Alaska. We're gonna steal a jet. Does sound kind of fun.
Send me a postcard.
Turn that frown upside down, Lurch. You're going on vacation too. Harold's about to call from DC. He needs your help.
Mr. Reese, I'm afraid our services are required in the nation's capital.
I heard. On my way.
This is so interesting.
Oh, good you're here.
Sorry, got tied up at the library.
I'm happy to see that you've come prepared for a long haul. Dear, I hope that you've packed something other than weaponry.
There's some tripwire to booby trap the room door. And a toothbrush.
Oral hygiene is something, I suppose.
You got a number here in D.C.?
It would seem so.
Well, Rudy's getting the relevant numbers now. Shaw's with her.
We're entering uncharted territory, tasked with both relevant and irrelevant numbers.
Already stretched pretty thin, Finch.
And at the worst possible time, just when Decima is determined to make Samaritan operational.
Maybe the timing's not a coincidence.
I fear that it may be connected. These are strange times, and the threat of Samaritan should not be underestimated.
How do you know it's not already up and running?
Because we'd be dead, Mr. Reese. The machine is a shield. It protects lives. I designed it with safeguards to prevent it being abused as an agent of destruction. Samaritan is an open system, a sword. If it gains access to the government's feeds, there will be no checks on its power. There will be no limits to the knowledge possessed by the person controlling it.
Decima would definitely use it to hunt down its enemies.
And as confidants of the machine, you and I would be at the top of the list.
So maybe the machine is trying to protect us.
No, I built it to protect everyone, one number at a time. Oh my.
What? That's Roger McCord. Our new number is a United States Congressman.
From Illinois.
He'll have plenty of enemies.
McCord's been an outspoken opponent of government surveillance.
Could Decima want him dead?
Perhaps killing a congressman would seem too flashy for them.
Nobody likes the government these days. Any disgruntled citizen could be the assassin.
We have to get to the Capitol.
Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning, Congressman.
Who's this?
This is Agent Abbott, Secret Service. He's been assigned to you. Because of the shooting?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking more about the business ahead of me today rather than behind. Where are you from, Abbott?
He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Good people. Salt of the earth.
And for tonight, take
Find Chandler being there. Although actually, maybe not.
Screeching cats.
you promised your wife.
I could shoot you in the leg, sir.
Pardon me?
Might get you out of the opera.
Hey, you know, Duran here, he always wanted to be Secret Service. Isn't that right, Duran?
At one time, sir.
Yeah, well, if you show Abbott some love here, maybe he'll put in a good word for you. Oh, and we can dispense with the stoplights today, okay? Should have called first. My office is slammed this morning. This is about the airline contract?
They're trying to stick it to us, Mac.
Yeah.
And now I'm hearing you might be taking their side instead of the unions.
Dunphy.
It must be Bruce Dunphy.
Part of the leadership of the Illinois Machinists Union.
I do think that you ought to sign it.
Unbelievable. You backstabbing son of a...
Whoa, hold it.
Wait, you think you can pull this bait and switch with us, with me, and get away with it?
Looks like McCord might have crossed.
I feel like I'm not going to be that interested in this one because of politics and they're just kind of...
And it puts you at the front of the line for a bigger government contract that's coming down the pike next year.
Another contract.
Yeah. So you see, Bruce, I am looking out for you guys. But you do have to trust me.
I guess I jumped the gun a little bit.
Forget it. Hey, is your wife in town with you?
Yeah.
Here, go as my guest. It's classical stuff. She'll love it.
Really? Thanks, Mac.
That's my pleasure. Tell you guys not to worry. Remember, I'm your man.
Thanks.
Leslie, you call my wife and tell her, unfortunately, the opera was sold out.
It would appear our congressman has quite a knack for getting himself out of unpleasant situations.
Yeah, that opera would have been brutal.
I'm not accustomed to taking meetings on such short notice, but your reputation precedes you.
Don't worry, Senator. I come with only the best of intentions.
So what can I do for you?
Actually, it's what I can do for you and your Northern Lights problem.
If you're referring to the leaked black budget report, mine's just one of 100 names found in there. I've already made it clear I have no knowledge of that project.
Really? I thought you knew a great deal about it, especially since the 2008 policy retreat on Martha's Vineyard. when you were tapped to shepherd the program. Surely you didn't think, in a world where you were surveilling everyone, that no one was watching you.
What is it you want?
As I told you, to help. The group responsible for leaking your black budget to the press calls themselves Vigilance.
Privacy terrorists.
This is one of their leaders, known by his alias as Peter Collier. Ironic. You've risked your career hiding a program designed to protect the country, but it couldn't protect you from this group when you needed it to. And now you've had to shut it down, leaving your country unprotected. A frightening prospect indeed.
The country will always be protected.
Yes, I'm sure you're weighing alternative approaches, as your president might say. I can save you the time. My company, Decima Technologies, is finalizing development of a new surveillance system.
All due respect, we've gone down a similar path with mixed results.
Northern Lights is effective but compromised by the ethics of its creator. It spoke, but never listened. What I have not only listens, but obeys. It can find anyone, anywhere, anytime. You merely need to ask.
As intriguing as that sounds, there are some members of Congress making too much hay out of this latest scandal to ever greenlight another program.
Share my proposal with your colleagues. If there is interest, dissenting voices will not be a problem.
How can you be sure?
Because, Senator, obstacles are only obstacles until you move them out of the way.
McCourt's list of enemies is practically
Non-existent. He ran a surprisingly clean campaign to get into office.
His current stand against unchecked surveillance has endeared him to elements of both parties.
What about his personal life?
No red flags.
Finances are sound, carries no debt, and has an impressive stock portfolio.
Help you with something, friend?
Let go of me.
I'm trying to be polite here.
It's all right, Abbott. I've got this. Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Local homeless guy. I've seen him around.
McCourt knows him?
The people like him know McCourt. He's got a standing offer to buy a meal for anyone who needs one.
It's a practice he started last year.
Year to raise awareness for the homeless problem. One more. It also helps burnish his public image.
Well, that's nice.
Finch, take this down. Echo 5-9, Mike, India 6.
A license plate?
See if you can trace it.
Abbott, chop chop.
What was that?
Forget it. Starting to think I should have gone with Root.
Thanks for being my travel buddy on these errands.
Sure. It's not every day you get to beat up a militia group in Anchorage, then hop a plane to Miami. So is this what you're doing from now on? You're chasing down bad guys?
I doubt it. There's still too much work to be done.
What kind of work?
Preparation. I understand. We're leaving now.
Hello, Harold.
I have to question the wisdom of abducting an elected official.
Well, Decima blew my cover and started shooting.
The Capitol Police and Secret Service are scouring the city for you now, plus the FBI and about a dozen other three-letter agencies.
Let's see how they're doing.
Traveling west on Independence Avenue. Congressman was abducted in a black sport utility vehicle. Illinois license plate 20.
That's us.
Congressional tag.
So we need to dump the car and haul up somewhere.
Very well. Turn left up here. I know a place.
American Beef Consultants, Finch. We need a hiding place, not a burger.
Last month I bought the beef industry's lobbying arm. And don't knock the hamburgers, they're superb.
Doesn't look like much of a safe house.
That's the idea. I cleared out this floor and added a couple of cutting-edge amenities. Fully stocked kitchen, bulletproof glass.
Hey, Mac. You gonna scream?
John, bedside manner. Congressman, strange as it may seem, we wish you no harm. We're here to help, but we do need to ask you a few questions, and we would prefer that you did not yell for assistance.
Who are you?
Security advisors of a sort.
Well, yeah, I can pay the ransom. I can get however much money you need.
Someone's trying to kill you.
Yeah, you.
What? No, we're protection.
Protection? You pose as a Secret Service, you knock out my security detail, and then you abduct me at gunpoint.
Technically, I also shot at you a couple days ago.
Somebody help me, please!
That's enough. We don't have time for this. If you want to survive, you're going to have to help us. Now, about that hit squad that my colleague rescued you from.
Hit squad? That wasn't a hit squad. That was the FBI trying to save me from you.
I know it may have appeared that way, but I assure you that was not the case. What do you know about a company called Decima?
Never heard of it. Why?
They sent the team that tried to kill you. Do you know why they would consider you an enemy?
Me? An enemy? People love me. I mean, I might piss a few people off along the way, but I always get them whatever it is they need. I'm a deal maker. So what is it with you guys? What do you want? Money? You want a personal telephone call from the president? Because I can get it. Just please, come on. Let me go. And then, whatever you need, I'm your man.
Bitch, get out! You guys all right?
Yes, we're fine.
Why is everybody shooting at everybody? I mean, if you're shooting at federal agents...
Feds don't walk in scattering lead. Decima found us. How? McCord has no phone to follow.
It's a tracker. Do you know who gave you this?
No idea. It was given to me at a fundraiser a week ago.
More operatives will be arriving soon. We need to go.
We should leave the Beltway. We'll need a new car.
Or an old one. Easier to hotwire. Take McCord. This guy again. He's like a cockroach.
Sounds like our last escape route is about to disappear.
I'm more comfortable shooting this guy than the cops.
You guys going my way?
I love her so much. Oh.
Was abducted by a white male. Suspect is armed and extremely dangerous.
Nice car, Shaw. So how'd you know we'd be there?
I didn't. Until 5 minutes ago. I got a call from Root. So you're the one we're saving?
Yeah, who are you?
Right now, I'm the getaway driver.
Boy, this just gets worse.
Cheer up, Matt. You could be in the trunk with the guy who wants to kill you. All clear.
Newspapers in the driveway, mail piled up. Must be on vacation.
Let's hope they decide to stay another night.
What now?
Some answers.
Look, I don't know how many times I have to tell you I haven't done anything to make anybody want to kill me.
Until we determine the reason that Decima keeps making attempts on your life, you'll have to stay with us. Do you have our Decima friend's phone?
I pulled out the SIM card.
If you really want to protect me, why don't you just take me to the cops?
Law enforcement is no deterrent to the people coming after you, Congressman.
This is insane.
You've obviously done something to attract their attention.
Like what?
Decima is a private intelligence company developing a large-scale surveillance program. The type of program that you've been vocally against.
Along with half the Congress, so?
But your position on the Rules Committee gives you the power to alter or halt legislation. Have you sidelined anything that would affect Decima's plans?
No, I don't know anything about that company or why they would want to kill me. This is all just a huge mistake.
We're not getting anywhere here. Maybe Shaw's having some luck.
You can talk or bleed out. You help us, we'll help you. Suit yourself, tough guy. Hope it's worth dying for.
That may not be necessary. I was able to get into his phone through a key vulnerability in the SMS encryption. I think we may have misread this situation.
Protect.
It seems we're not the only ones concerned with the congressman's safety.
So who are you supposed to be protecting McCord from?
I wasn't given that information. But in the week we've been watching him, the only ones who've taken a shot at him are you.
You think maybe I could get a coffee? Or some water would be fine?
Mr. McCord, you're sure you have no knowledge of Decima?
I already answered that. Why do you keep beating that drum?
Because they're protecting you.
Protecting me? A minute ago, you said they were trying to kill me.
I did. Something doesn't add up.
Actually, I think it might. I looked into your finances earlier today, Congressman.
You did what?
I noticed your stock portfolio up 20% over last year.
What are you getting at?
Your trading activities. Your portfolio is up 20% due to trades you've made in the last 2 weeks. Trades that have increased in value by over 600%. So either you're the smartest investor in Washington, or you're getting some very good information. Inside information.
I don't like what you're implying.
It's more than an implication, Congressman, and it'll become a call to an SEC investigator, I know, unless you're more truthful with us.
I know Decima Technologies. But they're not trying to kill me. We have an understanding.
What kind of an understanding?
They were looking for a little legislative support for their new surveillance program.
Support? You've been leading the charge against government surveillance.
Of course I have, because I realize that the government can't keep a secret. You look at PRISM and this Northern Lights mess.
What do you know about Decima's program?
Not much, really. Just that it's an alternative to a government-run system, which at this point should make everybody happy.
And in return for your support, you're getting insider stock tips.
You're a couple of smart guys, you know? Surely you understand that everything that happens in Washington is a deal.
And you're a deal maker.
In case you didn't know, the business of governance is business.
Greer is positioning Samaritan to replace the machine.
McCord is helping Decima. We've been looking at him as a victim, but he's really a perpetrator.
I'm not so sure. His involvement is tangential at best, and he doesn't know Greer's intentions.
But if he's not a victim or a perp, then why did the machine give us his number? What is it we're supposed to be stopping?
I'm not sure we're supposed to be stopping anything. Since you said McCord could speed up raw legislation.
Yes, he's in a unique position to remove any legislative roadblock to Samaritan.
So without McCord, Samaritan doesn't get past Congress.
And Greer wouldn't get access to the NSA's surveillance feeds.
Then that's why we got his number. He is the victim. His life is in danger.
But from who?
Us. I think the machine wants us to kill McCord.
That doesn't really make sense.
John, think about what you're saying.
I have.
Just because Decima is not the threat to McCord doesn't mean that we must be. The machine is designed to save lives, not take them.
But could the machine ever tell us to kill someone? Is it possible?
It's conceivable.
Well, how bad would the situation have to be?
Bad? It would have to see that an individual's actions could directly result in the loss of others' lives.
How many lives? 12, 100, how many?
A lot, I'm not sure. I never dreamt it would come to this.
Well, it has. Your machine. It sees something coming, something bad, and it wants us to stop it.
I don't know. You don't know that.
Look, I've never entirely trusted your machine, but you built it and I trust you. You're the one who said we can't underestimate the threat of Samaritan.
John, I urge you to consider the consequences of this action.
There are consequences to not acting, like with Simmons and Joss.
Don't do this.
If we let him walk out that door, Decima wins. Samaritan will go live.
It's a possibility, but not a certainty.
Tell him more information.
Never been here.
But are you really willing to take that risk?
Since we started this, things have changed. We've changed. But the mission, our purpose, has always been constant, to save lives. If that's changed somehow, if we're in a place now where the machine is asking us to commit murder, that's a place I can't go. I'm afraid this is where I get off. John.
No!
You've had an opportunity to consider my proposal.
Will you help us?
My colleagues and I would like to, but unfortunately now is not the time.
Perhaps a demonstration of my system's capabilities will convince you that your country cannot afford to wait. Test in a limited area, say New York City, 24 hours. Quick and clean, then we shut it down. No guns, no police, just information.
What kind of information?
If the NSA provides us with New York City's surveillance feeds, we will find you a terrorist.
You could find me 1,000 terrorists, but like I said, we'll never get this through Congress.
And as I told you, dissenting voices would not be a problem. Answer your phone, Senator.
This is Roger McCord. I understand you'll be prepared.
So he's alive.
Is that right?
If you can handle the Senate,
I can ensure that the House rules facilitate a quiet passage.
You can do all that?
Absolutely, Senator.
Okay, let's do it.
Now, if there's anything else you need, just ask. I'm your man.
Virgil, are we operational?
Just in time for the ribbon cutting. Feeds are coming online now. Commencing beta test. Okay, we have 24 hours.
Splendid. Find me Harold Finch.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example,
I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video.
Okay, so I'm a little confused. They just, what, ended up letting him live and then, like, left? Okay, so, also, I'm also pretty sure, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to know this, or if you guys spoiled this for me, or whatever, but Howard Finch isn't actually, like, that's not his actual name, right? So that's not gonna, like, they're not gonna be able to find him, right? I don't know, I feel like, yeah. Was the machine telling them to kill him? I'm not sure. I feel like they could have told him more information before even just killing him. Like, just tell him the whole story. See how he sits. You know? I don't know. What did you guys think? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.